sports investors, how you doing today? Welcome back. Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today's Thursday, September 26th, 2024. All right. Make sure you subscribe to the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave comments, hit the notification bell, share the content on this channel. All right. And before I go anywhere, let me send a shout out to the Little River podcast. Bunch of high school, college friends. They are from North Carolina. They were one of the first people that they might have even been the first people to kind of say something to me, give me a fee. Like I always say, leave comments on the YouTube channel. They left some comments on Instagram some years back, and we kind of forged a relationship, and they started a podcast and whatnot. It had me on it last night. The Little River podcast on Spotify. It should be a link should be in the bio of this channel, all right? But the bio of this here episode, right? But without further ado, we got action tonight. About 4 or 5 picks, some props, some lines. All right. So let's get right into it because we got college football starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, all times Eastern on the Fame Rothstein Betting Public Sports Show, right? 7:30, we've got one of our favorites, the Army, the Black Knights, the Army, going to Philadelphia to take on the Temple Owls. All right. Might be some precipitation around game time, about 40%. Supposed to been raining all day in Philly, so turf might be a little slick, but it'll be fine. Not gonna be raining at the game time, or it's not gonna be like a downpour or nothing, I should say. But Army comes in 3-0. Okay, now granted, one of their wins is against FCS school, but they whooped on them really bad, like they should have. They beaten Florida Atlantic, and last weekend they destroyed somebody for us. We had that game on the show and we hit. And today they come in, it's 13.5-point favorites against Philly. The Army, now just know this, they get 73.7 yards passing a game on 60% percentage, which is incredible and hard to defend because they're about to run the option at your ass. Okay, they run 6.3 yards a carry, 356 yards a game. That's typical Service Academy ball. Army, Navy, and Air Force. That's what they do. They're gonna run the hell up out of the ball. Down, up. They can be down 50. They're gonna still run the option. Bryson Daly, he's their quarterback. Those Service Academy quarterbacks are always good athletes, good football players. They might not throw the ball. They might not. They're not gonna be Dan Marino. They're not gonna be Tom Brady. They're not gonna be Peyton Manning. They're not gonna. They're not gonna be do anything like that. Mahomes, but they're going to be good athletes. And Bryson Daly's no different. And they're going down to Philly to take on the Temple Owl. Now, not necessarily a home game for Temple, just because it's in Philly. I mean, the Army's only, about 90 minutes away. Army campus, probably about 90 minutes away. Everybody loves the Army. And where's the Army-Navy game? Army-Navy game played at every year? In Philly. So, but nonetheless, the Temple Owls come in 1-3. Their only win was against Utah State, a team whose only win was against an FCS school, a Division One AA. Now Temple did. Now they have played. They played Oklahoma, got smacked around 51-3, and then they came back the next week and played Navy, who's also 3-0, and got beat 38-11. Okay, and here's why. Temple only runs for 3.1 yards a carry. Even against Navy, their yards per carry was 3-something, 3 point something. You've got to run the damn ball, especially in a place like Philly, because a good third of your season is going to be in cold weather. Cold weather, ball feels like a brick. Nobody feels like catching it. You better be special. You've got to do better in the run game. And they give up 5.3 yards a carry on a run game. Now, their quarterback, Evan Simon, he decent. The number one quarterback, 75% completion percentage, 7 touchdowns against 1 pick. He's decent. The other kid, he's solid as well. The other kid coming in, who I guess came in some relief for him and some injury stuff. He's decent. Like 60%, 59% completion percentage, I believe. Solid, but it's just you've got to have a run game. Don't let nobody tell you that it's a passing league, this and that. It is, but you still got to have a run game to set up the passing. And Temple don't have that. And now this line's been kind of messing around the last couple of days, because when I got it on Tuesday, it was 13.5 Army. Yesterday, about 10 p.m. Eastern, it was 12, minus 12 Army. Now, right now, as we're doing this show, it's back up to 13.5, and I already took it at 13.5. I'm not going to mess with it anyway. Can't mess with it anyway. So we're going to take Army minus 13.5. And as far as the over-under, it's at 47 right now. It added a 1.5 to it. When I got it at 45.5, that's what it was the other day on Tuesday. Right now, 45.5 is minus 125. So we'll go ahead and take that. If you want to take it at 47, do it at your own risk. But I'm gonna keep it at I'm gonna keep it at over 45.5. All right. And then start at 8:15 p.m. kickoff. We got NFL football. Okay, week 4 starts. Is that week 4? Yeah, the Bengals are 0-3. The hell's going on here? But okay. So week 4 starts, and we got the we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Giants. Okay, Dallas Cowboys. They ain't much better than the Bengals, and they're much more popular and noteworthy. So when they mess up and are bad, it's magnified. It's magnified, and they're 1-2. Got whooped in a couple of the games. And they're playing against Division 4, the Giants, who weren't expected to do anything. They're 1-2. Danny Dimes, had a hell of a game last week. But you look at it. When I look at him, I see a guy who's not even as good as Andy Dalton, and Dalton is as mid as it gets. So I'm not a big fan of the Giants nor Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. And you know how much I like Dakota, I should say. I know the boy's people. I call him Dakota. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know his family, but his name's Dakota Prescott. I like him as a player. I mean, I don't know. Of course, he's not as good as he likes to say he is, but what's he supposed to say? Yeah, I'm pretty mid-tier. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's supposed to think he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. So I took him to get 2 touchdown passes tonight, over 1.5 touchdown passes. Now, again, when I got it, I went shopping on Wednesday or Tuesday. It was minus 125 odds. Now it's minus 141. Definitely want to get on it. Okay, if you want to add a half a unit to it, go right ahead. But yeah, he's going to throw that tonight because they're going to show off. The Giants are. They're going to show off. All right. And also, I took CD Lamb, the wide receiver. Very reminiscent of the Bengals, like I said. Jamar Chase, causing a little bit of contract strife and is bleeding over onto the sidelines and shit. Comes out. He was due last week. Got 2 touchdowns. We had him on Monday night, rather. Came out Monday night. We said he'd get it anytime. And on the side, I took him for 2. I just didn't put a post-it on the show, but yeah. So we're going to take CD Lamb. Except on this one, I'm going to put the 2 on there as well. So we're going to take him for 1. That's minus 130, CD Lamb. And then take him for 2. That's plus 575. CD Lamb. 2 touchdowns. All right? And as far as the lines on that game, Dallas is a 5.5 point favorite. I didn't bother with, so I'm gonna leave it alone. The line, yeah, I don't think I bothered with that. No, I didn't. I did not. I just got the points and over 45.5. All right, now, okay, yeah. See, when I got it, it was only 45, so they added a half a point. So 45.5 now. Well, that's the spread. So yeah, it's minus 110. So you half a point. If you want to knock off that half a point, go right ahead. Probably knock you to what? Let me look at it real quick for you. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you knock off that half point for the over under at 40, it's minus 114. So you go from minus 108 to minus 14. So go ahead and knock out that half point. You'll be fine. All right. So let's recap. College football, 7:30 kickoff. All right. Army at Temple. We're taking Army minus 13.5. Okay, we're going to take the over-under. The over-under right now is 47.5. I got it at 45.5. So that's what I'm giving you. 45.5 minus 125 odds, all right? Then 8:15 p.m., NFL Week 4 kickoff. Dallas at the Giants, okay? We're taking that game to go over 45, okay? That's minus 114. And we're going to take Dak Prescott to throw over 1.5 total touchdown passes. That's minus 141. We're going to take CD Lamb to get 1 touchdown, okay, at minus 130. And we're going to also take him to get 2 touchdowns at plus 575. All right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. You know the show's motto. If there's games to be played, there's money to be made. Not doing anything this Thursday or this Friday. I haven't seen anything that made me jump out, that jumped out at me, so I'm not worried about it. So we're not going to do anything tomorrow. Be back Saturday morning with 3 picks. Kind of already made them. Kind of already know what I'm looking at. Okay? Three for that game, and then the NFL. I've also got 3 lines rather, and I have 3 pops for you as well, all right, from the NFL, all right? So obviously 6 on Sunday, all right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time to get your action in. Let's be safe, let's be courteous, and we'll be back Saturday morning to talk about it. But until then, everybody, be well. Peace.